A new British study forecasting birth rates over the next few decades suggests the life expectancy in 35 industrialized countries will continue to climb. The study looked at the projected lifespans of people born in 2030, and here are some of the findings. Canadians born in 2030 will live a few years longer than the preceding generation, to an average age of 87 for women and 84 for men. But that's actually the middle of the pack of the countries studied. South Koreans are expected to have the top life expectancy. Women there being forecast to live to nearly 91, men to about 84, while the life expectancy in the United States, already lower than most other high-income countries, is expected to fall further behind, with women living to about 83 and men to about 79. Well, Dr. Tom Elliott joins us now. He's the medical director of BC Diabetes. You're also at UBC studying longevity, exactly what we're talking about here today. Why are we living longer?
Well, Ian, it's pretty simple. We started living longer more than a century ago when we sterilised the water supplies, we vaccinated our children, and we became better nourished. In the latter half of the last century and this century, it's all about improving survival from chronic diseases like diabetes, like heart disease and stroke and cancer.
A researcher in Ottawa described these numbers today for Western countries, including Canada, as breathtaking, this trend. How would you describe it?
Not breathtaking. It's inexorable. It's all the G8 type countries have increasing life expectancy. The asterisk is beside the USA, which is having some issues there.
And there, a part of the issue, I think, is income inequality, right? And,
yes.
And that poorer people tend to fare less well when it comes to longevity.
Less access to healthcare, I think, is a key point as well. Yes.
And poor nutrition, I think,
yes.
less exercise.
Yeah.
And South Korea, why is South Korea outperforming Canada?
Well, Ian, the outperformance is marginal.
Yeah.
Canada's in the top 8. In fact, I think we're 7. So that the differences are only a year or two, and it could be due to a statistical quirk. So I'm not particularly. It's interesting to see South Korea leading the pack. It was Japan a couple of years ago.
What do I do to live longer? As I look at these numbers, how can I live longer?
Well, you look lean and fit.
Well, okay, we'll go with that.
You don't smoke, I can tell. If you have any chronic medical conditions, you can take your doctor's advice. Certainly diabetes is my field, but if you have heart disease or stroke or diabetes, you should be taking a cholesterol medication. You should likely be taking blood pressure medication, an aspirin if that's already happened to you. Otherwise, the things that I find very interesting are, how you can improve some other intangible things like being connected, like being socially well situated, having friends and family, and living in a village where you've got supports.
So this idea of the people who live in so-called blue zones who tend to live longer, I mean, there's a lot there and people can look it up, but it is fascinating how better eating and social interaction seems to lead to longer life.
Yes, it's fascinating. The science is evolving, and it's in fact one of the studies I'm doing at BC Diabetes. We're looking to see whether improving social connectedness improves outcomes in diabetes.
Well, if not breathtaking, it's certainly reason to be optimistic, the trend that we're on. And Dr. Elliott, thank you very much for talking to us about it.
Thanks very much, Ian.